Hey, queer stars. We're going to do Golden Girls tarot reading at the well. It's Easter, day of resurrection. We're doing a special reading, the Crow Hour astrology report this morning about what's rising in the divine feminine, the divine masculine. I see this day of Easter being a lot of things. I know we're in a quite of an astrological rebirth window in the middle of an eclipse portal. What's transforming? What's rebirthing? There's a real rebirth here. For the archetypes I see of Jesus being reborn, as much I also see Ishtar or Ostara or Ashtar. Those are other names for the divine feminine deity being reborn. And so I'm going to do divine feminine and divine masculine reading. And I encourage you to see the divine feminine and divine masculine in both Ishtar, Ashtara, Ostara. Of course, that's a divine feminine warrior spirit awakening, but she's also got divine masculine in there. And also Jesus, because of course we love him. Real men love Jesus, right? Wear pink. Peace. Be heartful, loving. He bridges feminine. So see both in both, and they're both rising. We're gonna ask about what healthy expressions of gender and divine feminine, divine masculine look like, because I think these friends are actually, as they rise out of darkness, I think they're the healers. And the medicine plants grow in the creek. You know, this creek here knows. This is an old creek. And so, what grows out of that dark? It's called waxing darkness. I'm a tomboy, right? And I take testosterone, so I look like a man, but it's a fourth gender. It does come out of that window of the spring eclipse there in the equinox of spring, that waxing darkness. It's like the sunrise energy. I'm made of it, and my gender's like that. And the fall autumn eclipse is more like waning light. That's sissy gender. Yes, it is, honey. So that's the pole. I got a lot of that too because it really works. If I have a strong relationship with the spring equinox, I'll have a strong one with the fall too. It's a polarity dynamic. Anyways, you can see that in me, okay? I'm a blend of those two. They're their own gender just as much as male female in terms of the definite points. There are four, okay? That's why I come to the crossroads. We're more than two because those two actually make four right away. And then they make a fifth right in the middle, which is your heart. And you got to see they're all together. So we're going to look at it like that, okay? That's why I come to the wheel of crossroads, the medicine wheel, and crossroads bridges, my deity. We bridge. We bridge the worlds between the earth, the sky, and the sea as the ancestors do. I'm going to call in the Bridget through the song. Be with us, help us read and heal the genders. Help us resurrect something for love today, for life. Cambridge on, Cambridge on. Hawking me sandula, Mata Hakamura, Serentula, Serenla, Serenatigula, Serentula, Cambridge on. Bridget, protection, blessings at the well, all is well. Yes, it is. Let's see, Bridget, what do you think about healing gender and about healing the divine feminine? Okay. Ooh, the chariot. Yes, mommy. We got daddy. What about mommy? Do you know the summer solstice catches the biggest light, and that's Cancer? Okay, this is the biggest daddy. Actually, look at her. Blanche. Yes, she is. She makes her life happen. So make it happen. That's the real daddy in the family. Okay. Fem daddy, mommy. Whenever mommy arrives, tell you what, if you've got something from creator growing and you are the vessel for creator, the world does have to organize around you. You have to nest and you have to demand support and you have to have a team and people do serve you and your projects. If you're the gestational energy, you hold that gate to creator. Yes, you do hold the reins to that chariot. Swing low, sweet home. You're bringing it home. You're carrying it over. You know, a lot of species reflect this to us, like in the lion community, those women, those felines, they hunt, they raise the kids, and they bring home 85% of the kill. They take care of everybody. This is the one who's a provider, for real. Um, there's also worldwide statistics about agriculture that 85% of it's grown by women. And you wouldn't think that because you always see the dudes out there on their tractors and think that's the farmer. No, that's extractive industry, colonial capitalist farming, and we've really been colonized to think that is farming. There's actually the majority of the world food being grown by a diverse population, and the majority of it's women. 85% of food's grown by women, 85% of the lion hunts hunted by women. Let's just get real about what fem daddy's going on. Okay, so to heal feminine, the divine feminine, look at what happens when Blanche makes that happen. She made her dream date come true, and look at who's driving her chariot. She's having a fun date tonight. You know that's always what she's doing. And listen, that needs to be important, okay? Like this whole colonial thing about Lilith, okay? Because we're bringing her back today. She's being reborn. She doesn't need to be kicked out. Your sexuality is not a problem. This is the thing. This is the creator energy. That is the gate. You need to have that hot date goal all the time. It needs to be active, you know? Because look at how good Blanche looks. Don't you want to feel that good? Don't you want to take the reins of your car and drive it? No more driving Miss Daisy. The fuck? Morgan Freeman didn't need that. No, I didn't see that movie, and I like Judi Dench and Morgan Freeman. They probably worked it in an interesting way because I like them. But you know what? We don't need that though. Judi Dench, you can drive, honey. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's just like look good, you know. I don't know why I just said that, but there's just something about people getting to have their own life, you know? That's just when you get out of these gross entanglements that we really see in these colonial horrible roles that we play still and we have played, where there's just victim, perpetrator, and savior, and it's built into these weird caste systems of gender and stuff and class. It's just in race. It's just like really weird stuff to shed, so you can really be like, oh no, who's driving the ship? You know? I mean, right? Like, she understands how to be, I don't know, driving that. And it helps the world when that creator energy that's really maternal and chariot, this is a good energy. This is like bringing us home energy, carrying us over, getting through another day kind of energy, getting to the other side, bringing life through. That's that energy. So, woman up, everybody. All right, take the reins. Who's driving your car? Baby, you can drive my car. See, that's called consent, and that's different. Yes, I wanna be a star. Cause baby, I love you. Baby, baby, yeah. You can do that. That's fine. That's within consent. You know, if you wanna drive somebody around. I have had definitely satisfying times driving people around that I loved who could not drive. That made me so happy. I've done that for years of my life, and I've been very, very in love doing that. So that's a healthy dynamic if it's within a consensual dynamic of karmic kink, which is what that was. I was really in love with that role. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I had a stick shift. I would be hot driver. Yeah, yeah. Just work it, honey. Three of Cups, Ace of Cups. So we've got the Three of Cups underneath this message, and it's just like, you know, this good friend vibe really is what needs to heal this divine feminine. We're still talking about you, honey. It's the Ace of Wands to be your sexual in love self, to be that hot thing, you know? This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. Walking on fire. I love that. We're gonna make it burn, baby, burn, baby. Yes, we are. Because you know what? It feels good. Just like good friendship feels good, and just like laughing and all that. You know, they're probably laughing about sex, you know, laughing about love, laughing about their egos. There's something funny about it. So just keep doing it in healthy ways because it makes good stories, and then you get to tell them to your friends and come up with laughs. And then those laughs get to then inspire your heart to keep living the good stories. This is the feedback loop we want. Between the water and fire, we're here at the well, the forge of Bridget. We want the chariot to balance that in this major arcana. Yes, mommy. Everybody talks about yes, daddy. We don't have this like yes, mommy, like some people do, I'm sure. But usually it's we need to have it be understood. It's this, okay? It's the real daddy, actually. I date femme daddy, so I know this. I'm very clear. I love to hand that power back to people because they have the world's been taught different about it. I'll be like, you know what a bottom gives everything. Do you know they walk in a room and just walk around and pollinate the space? They're giving life to the party. Everybody's like, whoa. People want to buy it things and give it things. It's like a fire. People want to feed it. It's crazy. It's a beautiful, beautiful gift that bottoms have. It's this like huge, generous turkey giveaway of life, light, energy. It's funny because people think bottoms just are like needy and want to take them, want to be taken care of, them, want to be served. Well, yeah, give them fucking tips. They're bringing the sun. Shit, femme is the real daddy. It's like the sun, lights it up. This Cancer chariot ruled energy. This is mommy. That catches the solstice of summer, the biggest light. Of course, it lights up the room. Look at Taylor Swift. She put on one sequin dress and got on stage, and it was just like, you know, crazy. Like a new religion was born out of teenage, of like, she's like forever teenage, you know, this like forever flame of just raw fire. Yes, burn. So that's what's healing the divine feminine. It is. It did register on the Richter scale, on the seismic earthquake scale at her concert in Seattle. I'm so stoked about that new religion in the world of the divine feminine. Thank you, Taylor Swift. In us all, because let's be real, we need it. It's medicine. We do need to wake the dragon or the volcanoes up. Didn't you see that cartoon about that little girl in Sweden or Finland? Where is that from? Finland? In the Norse area, the Sami people, which are some of my backgrounds. Those buddies, they made a cartoon through the Descendants now. It's on TV. Go watch it. I forget what it's called. Nora? What is it called? You have to be actively engaged with volcanoes. Taylor Swift, she is healing the divine feminine, and the divine feminine's in the lava, and it is like part of this, like, Cardi B wet ass pussy movement. It is just like the wave of the real Jesus, okay? That's why Jesus is kind of the real meaning of Jesus they found in one of the scrolls that's resurrecting today is the wet ass pussy element of the orgy element of love, that it's actually supposed to be erotic. There's erotic stuff throughout it. Once you see that, you're like, oh my God. It's great. So put those goggles on. We don't need to be ashamed about sex. This is not a place where we're shaming virgin slut stuff. That's not confused here. We are in power here, and we are taking the reins, and we're driving it home, and we have sacred sexuality. We know deeply, as the high priestess does, that it's okay, as the divine feminine always knows, because this connects the third eye and the second chakra where your womb is, and creator chakra, and your heart. This one, okay, this bridges right here, this card, well, it's a 2, so I primarily think it's the second, the womb one, and the third eye here. I think it's this amazing feedback loop between those 2 gates in here, which is this embodiment. We understand what we feel, we know all of it. It's everything, it's so solid in its knowing. Yes, we know the divine feminine. And I was talking about that power of the bottom. Watch this water card rise, okay? Queen of Cups brings love just by existing. She just has to sit there. It's an ocean of life. Water's life. She just sits there and there's life in the room, okay? So this is what divine feminine brings. It must be understood by everyone. This is what it brings. It must be honored. It just is a gift. It is divine. It does create a new religion like Lizzo, okay? So, or like Bono. He's got great divine feminine that brings this kind of stuff. He bottoms amazing, gives such good face and sound. He's just like, oh, I'm channeling divine feminine. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Power and beauty. Creator, all that. Power bottom life, and don't get in the way of how big creator knows you are. And so we have to be that big. It's not about having an ego to have her be that queen. The high priestess knows. It's just actually embodying the divine. So why would we get in the way of that? That would be arrogant, actually. To stop it. How? To stop it. We're big. Gotta let it flow. So divine feminine, these are really beautiful, beautiful divine feminine cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you, mommy, for showing up. Yes, mommy. We're gonna do divine feminine or divine masculine reading. I am in public, being a weird divine masculine witch, reading tarot to camera, and hopefully people aren't gonna be too annoyed or something. Anyways, I guess maybe there's a message about divine masculine just kind of getting out and doing it anyways, and also being aware of other people. It's a good thing to cultivate. I am in a public space, just experimenting with this medium because I know this is a sacred space and I know this reading likes to happen here. So I'm gonna offer divine masculine, little space. What are you gonna heal, Bridget? Three of Pentacles, exactly. Be a team player. Be on the earth. Be grounded in this reality. What's really practical. What's really happening, and be a team player. And manifest just some good things from that teamwork. They're practical. You know, stay grounded, stay focused. That's really good. Underneath, there's the Fool. So subconsciously, there's some integration of this energy of like stepping out into new directions, really big ones. Just what else could I do? You know, new beginner's mind, like major. That's great. Yeah, people are walking out here. I feel embarrassed. That's okay. Four of Swords. We're just gonna take a little pause. Talk amongst yourselves. We're resurrecting together in community, in public.
No, she.
Let's just save that person's identity because we don't know. You never know. The Lovers is that we're in belonging. So I think I'm maybe displaying some healthy masculinity by just kind of pausing, remembering we can just take space to be in belonging with other people, with ourselves, and community, and just make sure the magic's held right. It is edgy to do. I'm trying to figure out my belonging with the Lovers and with my expressive energy, which I'd say is divine masculine. Being seen, being on the screen, sharing. It's all stepping into the light and the expressed and the activated. And so I'm talking and taking up space. Yeah, anyways, everything's well. And also, there's a social connective thing happening. And I want the magic to stay, connected. So this Lover's card, see, I just had to do that Four of Swords to hold this magic. We have to kind of know that we can use our divine masculine to like hold the space well and hold the relationship dynamic well and just give grace and ease to change and adjustments of movement. That's a really healthy divine masculine to just kind of hold the grace of the connection that's happening, hold the attention. I thought that was a good example. I think that was on purpose, right? The divine masculine's got the Five of Pentacles. Oh, okay. What? You know what? This card's about being left out in the cold while everybody else is in there partying, and it does feel like that in the divine masculine. It really does because the divine feminine is such a party. I mean, I have had access inside close to the divine feminine because I was raised female. I'm a trans man. I was a butch and trans child, tomboy. I did feel still in that experience so masculine that I was a bit outside of the feminine. I do understand being that dude all the way back, being that masculine. And I pass as male now, so now I'm even more kind of outside because I'm not like within a lot of dynamics in the same way. So I do understand though being within the femme, and I bridge that, and I actually see it within the masculine. I see like huge affinity of the same kind, that sort of warm feminine connectivity within groups of men. Now that I'm passing male, I see men have a ton of bromance. That's a real divine feminine love they have within them. It's very, very healthy because actually the people who pass more femme for visibly outside have actually a real wounded femme, and they don't have as much of that camaraderie sometimes. That's a real wounded sisterhood. But there's the opposite too. I mean, of course, women are just way more connected. And they come into my healing practice too. Men don't come in to heal, they leave themselves out. They've been trained. You just go to work and then you just tough it out. No, gosh, men have been really left out of connection a lot, and I used to observe that more as an outsider watching them. And now that I'm within the cohort, I'm like, well, no, there's a lot of connectivity among manhood. It's actually better than women did in a lot of ways. Some of the spaces of male connection I was just so inspired by. I didn't even know about, like the whole like inside the YMCA. You know, people are in their the spa culture. That's such a great connective male culture. There's sports. They just have a lot of bromance. I love it. It's so clear too. It doesn't get muddled with drama. They don't let it. They in fact expect drama because they're dudes. You know what it does because of that experience of being left out. The divine masculine really does get kicked around. It's a real thing. We got deadbeat dad, doormat dad, ghost dad. I mean, he's been all that. He's had all that happen to him. He was assumed a villain to start. It has to be proven trustworthy. So be that guy, that dog, right? That bad guy. To play bad cop in this grand theater of life as a king role, you know, the perpetrator, the one who's hunting, the one who has the right, who's topping. I mean, of course you can scapegoat that guy, but come on, we got to get out of the triangle of disempowerment, not leave him or ourselves out of that, you know, kink of where this is consenting and hot and when this is healthy, and actually put other healthy things on there that want to assert, want to seek out love, that want to have connection, that have drive. You know, testosterone I injected in my body. I have for 12 years now. It's activating to the drive of life, to your body. And so if you're going to be bearing that burden physically, you know, you and everyone around you culturally need to normalize like bringing in this one. Like, how can this one have safe belonging and like be part of healthy earth here, healthy embodiment? What does that look like, even to include this one? Diversity, inclusion wise, to include the lustiness of this hormonal experience. So, anyways, that's the T, the capital T, and the big old Y, eh? With all the scrambled chromosomes in it. The Y genome, so messed up. Why, oh, why? Well, because masculinity's hot. That's why. So let's get over it and, you know what? Embrace it within us all and not have to vilify it in ourselves or other people, what's naturally going on. Okay? Let's try to have diversity inclusions and not leave that guy out forever. Yeah, that would be healing. And, you know, let's not live without with inside women too. There's the divine masculine in there. See, page of wands. There's a new way to approach fire. Okay, she knows about this. She knows healthy fire. Look at her. She's a ninja. She's like Master Splinter. She knows about healthy fire. We don't need to be afraid of it. So, what kind of questions with our page mind, our beginner's mind, our, you know, really open mind, can we offer to fire, about how to be with fire? Good idea. That's how you do diversity inclusion, where you just get in there and start embodying new truths. Oh, I said that right when the fool flips. That's what it looks like too. Yes, it does. Masculinity, this is what you look like. Good job. And from there, we see a real arrival of this beautiful. Arrival. It's the Four Wands, the celebration, culmination of energies that's just as we want it. I love that for the divine masculine. This is a real triumph. This is a real satisfying, you know, victory for everybody. Like a celebration, a feast. Yeah, we need to feast and create that by being the fool. New ways of expressing fire. Patient wants new thinking about it. All right, I love this message. I hope you do too, and I hope you feel resurrected by this. I do. And Bridget, protection blessings on you all. Smally mission to la mara hakamura serentula serna serenati ula serentula Cambridge 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 Protection blessings on you all, Brendan's mother, for Ashtar, Ishtar, Jesus, praise Jesus, praise the resurrection. That's us all. Bless me, clear stars, bless the bees.